It's 2019. I'm 25% body fat, and I just started my new job in a sales role of doing door-to-door energy sales. I'm straight out of college, but I got a degree in psychology, and now I'm here knocking on people's doors randomly, trying to sell them energy. That was my life back in 2019. No fitness, no health, not locked in. Had a girlfriend. She was okay. Yeah, I was not okay. I was 25% body fat. I wasn't working out. I was partying. I was drinking. I was bullshitting every fucking day. I wasn't locked in on my goals and on my passion. I wasn't locked in for what I needed to be the man I am now. I wasn't doing that. So how did I go from 25% body fat to 10% body fat? In this video, I'm going to break down how I made that jump from 25% body fat to 10% body fat. And I'm going to break down how you guys can do the same thing in the next 75 days if you follow all these steps I'm going to share in this video. Daily life back then was something like you guys are going through now, right? Netflix, video games, pizza, chips, burgers, milkshakes, Chick-fil-A. I know the story. I've been there. I've done that. I went through the first part of my life, being an athlete, playing baseball, high school baseball, college baseball. I was pretty much the man in my city, I was doing good things, man. I had a girlfriend, had friends around me. I was partying, I was doing drugs, I was lit. I was moving around, man. But I wasn't focused on my health and on my self-improvement. I wasn't focused on my future. And like so many of you guys who watch this video who might be older, might be 30 plus, you guys probably did the same exact thing. Went through your life, you was the man, you had everything. You may have been on the football team, the basketball team, the baseball team. Who knows? You was the man. But then guess what? You stopped playing sports, you got out of shape, and you fell off. And now you just take what you can get. That was what I was in 2019. I was able to take what I can get. My mindset back then wasn't like it is now. I didn't wake up early. I didn't go to bed early. I woke up late. I woke up like at 8 or 9 o'clock to get ready for my sales job. I was just happy a paycheck was in my account every single week. I was just happy with that. I was happy with that $600 going in my account every week. I was satisfied with that. I didn't want any more. Obviously, I want more, but I didn't really want more. I didn't put in the effort to want more. I didn't change. I didn't take no risks. I just stayed the same. Chasing girls who didn't like me. Trying to be somebody who I wasn't. I was just chasing validation, trying to buy new clothes to impress people. My mind was all fucked up back then. So how can I go from that guy to the guy I am right now? One change happened. One change. Alright, what's going on, guys? So now we're jumping into my whiteboard, my board here. And I'll break down how I went specifically from 25% body fat to 10% body fat in 75 days. Alright, so please excuse my microphone. My camera lens broke, so I'm using my webcam. So the audio might not be great. I'm going to edit it post and see if I can fix it up. But yeah, man, I just want to give you guys this value. I didn't want you guys to wait any longer for this value. So we're going to break it up into 4 different sections. So first, we're going to talk about strategy pillars and the 5 things you need to have in order to accomplish anything in your fitness goals, let alone 15 to 10% body fat. So we're going to go over that. Next, we're going to go over daily non-negotiable routines. All right, we're going to talk about the 555 daily routines, something I came up with. Obviously, it's not original. I came up with it and just some things to make it fit me and my lifestyle. And I'll show how you guys can do the same thing for your lifestyle. All right. Next, we're going to talk about the timeline map. This is very, very important. So this is how we break down the 75 days into 3 phases, so we can understand what phase are we in and are we going to next. So it's very, very important to break your 75 days down into 3 different phases. All right, so you don't go crazy. And last but not least, we're going to talk about the obstacles and fixes. So we're going to talk about what went wrong, how I solved it, going over my mental limitations, physical limitations, and emotional limitations. And some of you guys might have the same limitations as well. So we'll get to solve that as well in this video. Okay, so if you guys have anything I didn't go over in this video, definitely leave a comment down below, and I will definitely answer that question for you guys as well. So let's dive into it. So strategy pillars. So we're gonna be talking about in this section. Talk about nutrition plan, training protocol, cardio strategy, recovery and sleep, and then mindset and accountability. So we're gonna break all this up into 5 different sections and go over it in detail. Okay, so this is what you guys need to have dialed in. You know, if you guys don't have this, the other stuff doesn't matter. We start with these 5 things. All right, so let's go to nutrition plans. This is first. Obviously, diet nutrition plan is number one. We need the diet nutrition plan to be on point. Alright, so nutrition plan is having been able to do this. Fat loss without starving. So you want to be able to lose fat without starving. Okay. So the main goal is to have a sustainable deficit that preserves muscle and keeps hunger manageable. Right, that's what we're aiming for. A slight deficit that keeps hunger manageable while preserving and building muscle still. Alright, so this is what I did. I calculated my body weight, that times it by 10, and that was my new caloric intake. So for me, by that time I was like 150. So I did 150 times 10. I'm sorry, not 150. It was like 160. So same thing. So I did 160 times 10. And that was 1600. So my calorie intake back then was 1600 for deficit, for like a fat loss deficit. You know, so that's 1600 calories for the next pretty much 75 days. So that's 4 months. Okay. So after that, I adjusted every 4 to 6 weeks based on weight loss. So I would see how my progress was going, and I would adjust my plan based on my progress. You know, every 4 to 6 weeks, so every month I would adjust. I don't adjust weekly. I don't adjust daily. I adjust every single month or month and a half. So give yourself time and breathing room to even see results before you touch anything. All right. So stick with this formula for the next 4 to 6 weeks. See if things change. If not, go back to the drawing board. You know, that simple. Don't change too much. Don't change. Don't be stagnant. Okay. So my macro focus was 40% protein, 35% carbs, and 25% fat. Okay, so I had a high protein diet, which means that for every pound of body weight, I would eat a gram of protein. So I weighed 160, so I would eat 160 grams of protein per day. You know, and that was a staple. Also, I'll have moderate carbs and I'll have lower fat as well. That's something that I choose to have. You can pretty much manipulate it any way you want to, but for me, that worked the best. Moderate carbs and lower fats. My meal structure was three main meals and 1 protein snack. So I have breakfast, lunch, and dinner with 1 snack, 1 protein snack. Okay. So 3 main meals and 1 protein snack. Okay. So the first meal was high protein plus fats plus some fruits and veggies. So for instance, it'll be like egg whites, so eggs. Then I would have something like turkey bacon or deli turkey, or what else would I have? Like turkey sausage, something like that. So 2 sources of protein. Then we'll have a healthy fats, what could be avocado, or cheese that can be a healthy fat, as well as fruits and vegetables. So I would have berries on the side, and normally I would just mix some spinach and peppers with my eggs. So that'd be my breakfast. And that'd be a pretty filling breakfast, man, to get you off to a good start. So that's my breakfast. As you can see, only carbs I'm getting is in fruit. It's only carbs I'm getting. All right. My last meal usually would just be high in protein and plus some veggies on the side. So I would really like to limit my carbs throughout the day, mainly, you know. So that'd be my first and second meal. I mean, my first and last meal normally. And my lunch would be the same thing as like my dinner, you know, with a high protein and veggies. Sometimes, man, if I got real lean, I would do 2 main meals and 1 protein snack. So I would do a breakfast, a snack in between, and then that last meal. And I know that helped me out a lot, which pretty much having more bigger meals, but just few. So that helped me out a lot. That was my final adjustment there. That worked well for me. But you guys can adjust and kind of see what works for you guys as well. All right. The tools I used I used MyFitnessPal for tracking. I meal prep twice a week. If I was too lazy with macros, or just figured out, okay, this is what I'm eating every day. So I was just plan it for the week. I did that. And also go to meals to eliminate the decision fatigue. So just like meal prepping. So it was times where I was like halfway through my stretch. And I would eat the same thing every single day, and I just stopped tracking. I was like, man, I'm not tracking this. But I did weigh out all my food and just ate the same thing every single day. So I weighed out my food. I knew exactly what the macros were. So I just ate that same thing every single day. So I didn't have to think about what I was going to eat. I just ate the same exact thing every single day. Weighed it out, make sure I weighed correctly, and just ate that every single day. And it helped me kind of like eliminate my decision fatigue, and it saved me time. Saved me mental bandwidth too. So I love that. Right? So second is training protocol. So you want to be able to build while you burn, okay? So the main goal is to retain lean mass and increase strength, okay? So the split that I use is you can use two different splits. I do have a push-pull legs split. So it's push-pull legs, then a rest day, and then push-pull legs again. You can do that. That's 6 days a week, and that worked very well for me. I like that. I like that split a lot. Usually I'll just do 6 days in a row, take that Sunday off if I'm going hard. Next, you guys can do a push-pull legs full body workout split, which is like push-pull legs. Let's say, or you do push-pull, take a Wednesday off, then do legs, then full body. So that's something you guys can do as well. That's like a 4 day a week split, and I feel like those two splits work me out the best in my opinion. The 6 day a week split and the 4 day a week split. I got the best results out of those type of splits for my body and my physique. So it helped me out a lot. And the session breakdown is pretty much 45 minutes to an hour. Like I wasn't in there for longer than an hour as far as lifting weights. The lifting weights part, I was in there no longer than an hour. Like that's it, an hour max, 16-minute max. That's it. And what I did was I trained for strength first. So it's interesting because when you're cutting, you're not going to be strong. So when you're cutting and losing fat and low calories and in a calorie deficit, you're not going to be strong. And what most people do is when they cut, they stop strength training. Like, no, when you cut, you should be strength training because that's what you're going to get leaner, stronger, and your muscle density is going to be more. You can build more muscle, and you're going to maintain more muscle because you're still lifted relatively heavy for your body's energy expenditure. So your body is craving energy, it's not getting it, and you're putting it through a tremendous amount of stress because you're still lifting heavy. So I would still do the same thing, a bench squat and pull-ups. I would strength train first, reps to like 6 to 8 heavyweight. I did that, and I did supersets to save time and increase intensity as well. So that's what pretty much helped me kind of get that 45 to 60 minute session. Next, I did progressive overload, which means I track reps and weights weekly. Every 4 weeks, I would do a deload. So let's say I will, start at 10 pounds week 1, week 2, 20 pounds. Week 3, I would probably go to 40 pounds. I would double it, so I go to 40 pounds. And then that fourth week, what I would do is I would kind of go back to like 15 pounds. I would go down, like cut off 50% of what I did that week before, plus some. So I hit 40 pounds this week. My deload week would be like 15, so I would do half plus a little bit more just to be on the safe side. And I did that every 4 weeks. So every fourth week, I deloaded, give my body a rest. Took some time to not go as hard. The gym sessions were like 30 minutes, 45 minutes max, and it was a pretty good deload to have because you don't want to burn your body to crap. You want to give yourself you really want to give yourself pacing when you guys are doing this journey because you guys can burn yourself out fast. Trust me, you guys can burn yourself out fast. I've done it, so I know. You guys also add some finishers. So when you guys are feeling really, really good or time is just at a premium, 5 or 10 minute AMRAP sets or burnout sets for sure. So some dumbbell complexes. You guys can do I post dumbbell workouts on my Instagram. You guys can do like a finisher workout like that. It's like 20 minutes. It's easy. Sled pushes, kettlebell swings. So you guys can definitely mix it up. Train to failure a lot of times on these movements, especially like the push-up, pull-up combos, sit-ups, and things like that. The finishers, man, you guys can really get some good work in on that as well. If you guys have a lack of time or just can't hit the gym, so you guys can do that as well. Okay. My camera's not focusing, but it's okay. Next is cardio strategy. So you want to shoot for efficient, not exhausted. You don't want to burn yourself out. Remember, you want to shoot for efficiency. Okay. So the key here is daily steps should be 10K minimum. So you guys should be taking 10K steps minimum. Really 15K is the key because you are going to be doing a good amount of cardio. I do recommend an hour cardio on this regimen. So most fat loss came from walking, not just workouts. So I am lifting weights. I'm doing the hit workouts, cool. But the fat loss really came from me doing an hour of cardio. I'll be honest. I did an hour of freaking cardio. All right. So that's really how I lost all my fat, and how I can hit 10K steps from doing cardio and going on walks outside. Very a lot of steps, a lot of walking. All right. So you also obviously I do recommend formal cardio 3 to 4 times a week. You guys want to do the bike, stairmaster, or incline walk. My favorite is the stairmaster. I do that. I did that all the time for an hour. It kills you. It drenches you. If you guys are doing it right, you guys should be burning 600 calories per cardio session. If you guys are doing it right. Sounds crazy, but yes, you guys should be burning 600 calories per cardio session, especially in the Stairmaster. So that's the goal, 600 calories per cardio session. If you guys are doing 60 minutes, that's 100 calories per 10 minutes. All right. Also, you guys can do one time a week a hit workout as well. That's pretty good. All right. So next is timing. So fasted cardio in the AM. I know many times I'm doing this stretch. I woke up like at 5 o'clock in the morning, hit the gym at 6. First thing I did was work out, did my cardio. Fasted. I did fasted workouts and fasted cardio. Obviously it wasn't the best workouts I've had in my life. It was tough to get through, but like I said, it builds that mental fortitude. After you do a 45-minute workout with weights, guess what? You gotta do some cardio. Fasted at that. So imagine that, man, doing faster workout and faster cardio and trying not to freaking throw up. Tough. All right. You guys can also do a post lift walk for 10 to 15 minutes to aid digestion. So this is like pretty much after you guys eat. You guys can do like a post meal walk. You guys can do that for 10, 15 minutes to help out with digestion as well. So very good stuff in there, man, that I did. All right. So next we got recovery and sleep. So this is where the magic happens. And one thing you should definitely do is to look to make sleep and recovery your job. You wouldn't be able to sleep and recover just like your day job. Like, wouldn't take it serious. So the main goal here is to optimize recovery and avoid burnout and hormone crashes. All right, so you're gonna sleep a total of 7 to 9 hours a night. All right, that's the goal. Nothing less. 7 to 9 hours every single night. All right, you wanna have a blackout room. Your phone off an hour before bed. Non-negotiable. By 8 p.m. the phone should be off. Like, you should be winding down for bed at 8 p.m. Like, winding down for bed, cold room made up, clean, nice, ready for bed. All right. Also, you want to give yourself at least one full rest day to where you're not doing anything as far as physical fitness or looking at fitness. You shouldn't even take one full day. Don't even look at fitness. Just take your mind off of it. Give yourself a break. Do something you enjoy. Hang out with your girlfriend. Hang out with your wife. Go out, have a good time, go walking, like do something, do like a little artsy museum, like do a mental rest day to take your mind off the grind, cause it's a grind. So you want to have that one full day of rest where you just get away, or you can just relax. So I do recommend that, and I do recommend one active rest day as well, which can be stretching and walking. I do enjoy that as well. Okay, so some recovery tools that I've used, that I still use right now, is cold showers in the morning. So really cold showers in the morning and hot showers at night. Hot showers at night is gonna help you go to bed on time because you're gonna be hungry and you want to have a hot shower so you're able to pretty much. It just fries you. It makes you very tired and like heavy, and then it's gonna make you want to lay down and get into bed. So definitely hot shower at night and in the morning a cold shower so wake you up, get engaged, and really get the dopamine senses going because that cold shower really spike your adrenaline very fast. So you want to have that as well. Also want to have magnesium before bed, which aids sleep. It aids sleep and brain health as well. Okay. Also, if you guys can, I recommend this. Mobility works twice a week. So I have a mat downstairs that I can do like stretching on for like 10 minutes before I go to bed. I do a little stretching, my back, my knees, my hips, shoulders, all those aching areas. You guys can also do that as well. So tracking. So one thing I did as well as I tracked my mood and energy on a scale of 1 to 10 every single night. So I have an app. It's called iMood Journal. I can pull it up right now for you guys. My phone's right here. So it's called iMood Journal. It's like $5. You guys can download that and kind of track your mood throughout the day. It's one of the best things that I had that Brandon Carter kind of put me on when I joined his program. So that's one thing I did, track my mood every single day, like 4 times a day. Just see how I'm feeling and kind of track exactly how I'm feeling that day and what I have to change. And next is the oil rings. I did buy an oil ring. That's my girlfriend bought me this oil ring for Christmas, and I've been using it ever since. So it's something new I got. This is something new I got. Before my oil ring, I would track my sleep just on paper. I would say, okay, I'm in bed at 8:55 or 9:12, and it tracks your sleep enough, but it doesn't. So you really can't calculate deep sleep, REM sleep like oil ring does. But you can get into bed at a certain time. If I want to wake up at 5, I know I gotta be in bed by 8:30. So I can, okay, I know I gotta be in bed by 8:30. So I write down 8:30. I'm in bed, so I can wake up at 5. So we wake up easy, have an alarm, boom. So you really want to just track that as well. But if you want to get more high tech, definitely oil ring will definitely help you out to get more in detail of how your sleep is progressing night by night as well. Okay. So mindset and accountability, man. So this is the last one here. Very, very, very important as well. So mindset and accountability is the real fat burner. Let's be honest. Because if we don't stick to something for long enough, you're not going to see results. And I see guys, I've talked to guys, I work with guys a lot who before they even came with me, the only thing they dealt with was mental issues as far as mental inconsistencies and having identity shifts and really believing they can do it. And one thing that I established for my clients is the 5-5-5 method, man. It changed my freaking life. All right, so I got this method from John Mark. He had the 5-4-5 method. So I just changed it to a 5-5 method and just made it more, tailored to my life and how my life is, during that current state. And we'll talk about that more in the video later. But I got all my clients on the 5-5-5 method. I had myself on the 5-5-5 method, and it really helps kill that inner negative voice in your head. It changed the game. All right, so it helps you build daily non-negotiables. With that, also you want to do weekly check-ins with yourself. So I took a podcast picture once a week. I looked myself in the mirror and took that picture once a week, man, and see how fat I was, and made sure that week by week I was progressing. So I did that and stepped on the scale as well. That really helps you stay accountable, and you can pretty much see where you're headed week by week by week, so you can have some motivation and accountability for yourself. So support system you guys can do. You guys can find a coach that can help you out on this, or you can do it yourself if you think you can do it yourself. I helped a lot of guys who had other coaches in the past, but their coaches wasn't really working hard with them for as detailed and really finding a problem in depth. A lot of coaches give you workout plans, meal plans, and that's it, or workout plan, meal plan, to call, but that's not gonna be enough. Like you gotta kill this mindset, identity shift. You gotta really have to make an identity shift. So what I want to do is I want to really give you guys through the identity shift, factuation, and get you guys to believe that yeah, you make money is great, but you got to get in shape too. Like yeah, money is great, but you want to be able to get in shape as well, so you can enjoy the money. And yeah, man, the key mindset belief is just having a personal transformation. Like, most coaches, like I say, they just give you a workout plan, a meal plan for the money grab, but what you guys really need is a personal transformation. That's what you guys really want, a personal transformation. No matter what you guys are doing it for, yourself, your family, your friends, doesn't matter, but it's a personal transformation you guys are going through. And you want to take that very, very serious. Okay? So that's it for section 1. The strategy pillars here, very, very important. Hope you guys took notes on that. That's going to change you guys' life. Even that one for sure. It changed my life, so hopefully it'll change your guys' life. So next we're going to move into daily and non-negotiable routines. This is what we touch on, the 5-5-5 daily routine. All right, 5 goals, 5-step morning routine, and 5 daily tasks. All right, so let's dive into it, man. So each morning, you guys want to have 5 goals each morning, okay? So each morning, you guys want to have 5 goals. And what does that mean? So you guys want to set clear intentions. So why does it matter? You set the clear intentions by programming your mind to act on purpose, not autopilot. All right, this is how you shape your reality. Because think about it. The first thing we do when we wake up is what? Grab our phone, type, Instagram, who's following us, this, that. Even waking up looking at your Stripe account. That's one thing I kind of got caught up with too. Waking up first thing in the morning, open up my big account. No, why am I doing that? I should be able to get out of bed, think for like 5 minutes, have a thought to myself with no phone, and set into the day, then start my morning routine. So this is what helped me out as well. So how do you guys start? So you want to grab a journal. I don't even recommend opening up Google Docs. I don't know why I had that, but well, I mean Google Docs does work as well. 'Cause I do journal on my laptop now as well. I do have a journal as well, but I also keep a book with me as well. But book is over there. I'll grab it real quick. So I also keep a book with me as well. I also keep my journal book with me as well, which I pretty much journal day to day in here as well. So you guys can kind of see that as well. But yeah, this paper or Google Docs works. I do recommend paper. But yeah, grab a journal and label it. Today's five, and write down a date. Label it. Today's five. And this is like the goals, So you can write down one simple goal for each of the five categories. Okay, so you're gonna have five different goals. They're all going to center you around personal development. So one fitness goal, right? It can be hit 10 steps, workout 45 minutes a day, whatever. Just getting your mind prepped, visualizing it. All right. Two, nutrition goal. No late night snacks. Hit 150 grams of protein. Stay under 100 grams of carbs. Boom, nutrition goal. Perfect. Number three, mindset goal. It can be, pause before I react. Something like a mindset goal can be that's a good one. Um, uh, you could say stay in the cold shower for 3 minutes, something like that. I mean, something that can change your mindset. Read the Bible, reading goal. So it's something you could do for that as well, as far as mindset go. Um, my brain isn't working right now, but yeah, you guys get the point. That's gonna be a mindset goal. Number four is a personal growth goal. So it could be read 10 pages of this. Even post on social media, starting your business, doing some things like that that will help you personally develop. And number five is a finance goal. That can be, reviewing your big account, create a budget, do this, do that, put away money for this, put away money for that. So pay bills today. So things like that can help you out to really conquer the day in five categories every single day. Because if you're improving in five categories every single day, and let's say people are just writing down one goal is good. But think about it. All of these matter in your life. Your fitness matters every day. Your nutrition matters every day. Your mindset matters every day. Your personal growth matters every day. And your finances matter every single day. These five things come into play every single day. So we have to set goals for these five things every single day because they all going to come into one anyway. So you might as well plan and set goals for all of them. So it's very, very important that you guys do that, man. That's something that helped me out a lot. That helped change my life a lot. So definitely write that down and start doing that today. It's very, very important. All right. So next we're gonna go into the 5-step morning routine, and this is by far my favorite right here. So 5-step morning routine, and why is this important? So your morning routine is your foundation. All right. So if the first hour is chaotic, the whole day feels reactive. So master the start, master the momentum. So for me, like, trust me, I've been trying to do a morning routine for years. I couldn't stay with it. I would be weeks I'd be good, months I'd be good, but I could never do it for a long period of time. Why? Because the first hour of my day, I didn't have my day planned. I had my phone in my bed. I snoozed my alarm. My day was over. I just couldn't get a head start. Now I can wake up at 4:15. I can start work at 5. I can work from 5 to 9. Have breakfast. Work from 10 to 12. Hit the gym. Come home at 2. Work from 2 to 8. Now, I can get so much done now if I structure my day just like that. All right. So how do you guys start? So what you guys can do is you guys can first is set a consistent wake up time for the next 7 days. Example, 6:30 a.m. But here's a hack. Wake up times matter, but bedtimes matter more. So I want you guys to set a bedtime as well. So let's say you want to wake up at 6:30. I want to go to bed at 9. So if you wake up at 6:30, I want to be in bed by 9 o'clock to wake up at 6:30, if that's your goal. So plan it out to where you guys can get at least 7 to 9 hours of sleep every single night. That's what you guys want. Next is you want to prepare everything the night before. clothes, shoes, journal, water bottles, all that should be ready and prepared. I plan out my day every single day. I write my 5-5-5 method down every single night. So when I get up in the morning, everything is laid out for me. My gym clothes, my water bottle, what I'm going to post tomorrow, my skincare routine. All that's planned out and already set, so I know exactly what I'm doing when I wake up in the morning, so I can get up and just go. So it's very, very important to save that time, right? So let's take a look at my 5-step morning routine when I was in it deeply. Okay, well, I still am in it deeply into that. So this is what I do currently right now. So I wake up at 4:15 a.m. Why does this matter? Beating the sun builds momentum. Builds mental dominance. Trust me, you feel like the man waking up this early. If you guys see my stories, I do post morning push-ups every morning for you guys who want to see it. So gives you guys extra motivation to say, okay, he's really doing this shit. Yeah, I am. But yeah, so waking up early on purpose teaches your brain who's in charge. The world is quiet, you're working while others are asleep. So just like I said in the beginning, I start my workday at 5 a.m. So I'm waking up at 4:15. By 5, I'm at my desk, literally working. That means I got everything done by 5. So in 45 minutes, I've done all my steps. I got all my goals written down. I've journaled. I've done everything. Now I'm just here producing work now. Or everybody else hasn't even thought about getting up yet. So that's very, very important. All right. Second is to make bed. So why does this matter? First one of the day is symbolic. It sounds stupid, but you said you do something and you did it within the first 6 seconds of waking up. It primes your brain for momentum and order. So making up your bed is something our parents always told us, but we never thought, why the fuck are we waking up our bed? We're gonna mess it up anyway. Like, it sounds silly, but that's how our brain work as kids. It's like we're gonna mess it up anyway, so why is our bed need to be made? That's not the purpose. It's symbolic for two things. When you wake up in the morning, I'm a wild sleeper, so my bed's kind of messed up. So I gotta make my bed and really I get that first win of the day. That's number one. And number two, when I go to bed, I get to go to bed in a clean bed that's made up, primed. I feel like a king when I go to bed and the bed's made up. I feel amazing. I don't know if you guys ever felt that going to bed when your bed is fucking junky, got clothes on it, got freaking books on it, all this crap versus you gotta clean it and get rid of it. It's nasty. Versus going to bed, clean sheets, everything spans, smells good. It's two different sides. It's two different sides, and I've been on both sides. And I'll say I'll take a made up bed every day of the week as far as going to bed, especially after a long day. 100%. So you want to make your bed up for two things, man. You get an early win in the morning, and at night you get to come home from a long day of work, grinding, working hard, to a nice, clean, smelling good bed. Like what man doesn't want that? So it primes your brain for momentum and order. Very, very key. And I've been doing it for a while now. Okay. Number 3 is I drink water. So why does this matter? So your body wakes up dehydrated, and I didn't even know this until like a year ago that your body wakes up dehydrated. Hydration first thing boosts your alertness, metabolism, and digestion. Yeah, right. And it prevents fake hunger later in the morning. Bonus, your mental clarity goes up. So when you guys get up in the morning and drink water, so remember, you guys want to have. I don't know if you guys seen my last video, but you guys want to have electrolytes in your water. So something like salt. You want to have salts or the electrolyte packages I have. I have some hydration packages you guys can have too. That it can boost you guys up in the morning as well as far as dehydration, gets you guys more hydrated because it has electrolytes in it. All right. And what that does is it primes your brain, it wakes you up, it makes you hydrated, it gives you alertness, and it kills that fake hunger you might have in a few hours or a few minutes of waking up, because the worst thing you want to do is wake up early and then go eat. Like, you don't want to do that. You want to wake up early, drink some water, flush everything out, feel good, rest, reset, and get straight to it, And this is why drinking water is so important, because it's going to get you closer to that half a gallon to a gallon a day. Guess what? You're drinking water early in the morning, so you already got a head start. and you just, your mental clarity goes up. So when it's time to work, your brain has fluid to actually think. Your brain has blood flowing through it, so you can actually think and process information. So very, very important. All right. This next one is my favorite one. As a fitness guy, 50 push-ups. All right. Number 4 is 50 push-ups. So why does this matter? So instant physical activation raises body temperature, testosterone, and dopamine. So you're signaling, I don't need caffeine to flip my switch. My body is the switch. Also, also primes your nervous system for fat burning movement. All right, this is very, very good. And when you wake up in the morning, the last thing you want to do is do push-ups. Like the two things you don't want to do. You don't want to. I can't spoil the next, but you don't want to do push-ups, and you don't want to do something else we're gonna talk about next. But it's those two things you don't want to do. But push-ups are so important because you're out of bed, you get cold, you're freezing. If you're like me, your room is so freaking chilled, your house is chilled and cold, and you don't want to get up, you don't want to get out of bed, you got no socks on, you got to put some clothes on, and it's like the last thing you want to do is do some freaking push-ups. The last thing you want to do is be cold, So push-ups let you know that, hey, I don't need something outside my body to get going. All I need is my own body to get going, get warm, and lock in. So you're already programming your mind and body to say, hey, if I'm not feeling well, I can make myself feel well by just doing this simple activity, which is push-ups. So it makes you feel like testosterone goes up, your body heat goes up, your dopamine goes up, you feel good, you get a reward, you get a pump, your heart rate goes up for sure. So you just feel amped up without caffeine. You freaking 4:30 in the morning, you're yelling at the phone, freaking going crazy. That's what I'll be doing in my stories every morning. I'll be yelling, going crazy because I'm so amped up that I want to motivate guys to get it going. So that's part of the cheat code for sure. It's 50 push-ups. But one thing that really changes the game is this next one. Is taking a cold shower. Oh my gosh. It took me so long to get this down, I'll be honest. Cold shower. Why it matters. It's not just about the physical benefits, boosted metabolism, reduced inflammation. This is about the voluntary hardship. I hate it every morning. So every morning you win the first battle with comfort. And that mindset bleeds into every decision the rest of the day. Now, guys, if you wake up in the morning and you are okay about getting into a cold shower, it doesn't bother you. Welcome to being a psychopath. This is what we're trying to develop freaking killers. You know, because this is about getting yourself to be uncomfortable. Like everybody wants to be comfortable. Oh, I got the house, I got the money, I got the car, this and that. I got the women. This everything's going amazing. Everything's going sweet. When life gets good, that's when your comfort level is the highest. That's when you stop taking action. Think about it, guys. When you guys got that big check or that big sale or that big vacation, your habits went to shit. Let's be honest. We all went to vacation and our habits just went to shit. We probably stopped working out. We probably took a glass of alcohol. We probably ate that pizza, ate the ice cream. Like we just said, screw it, because we we're comfortable. So the first thing you gotta do out of bed on this routine is make yourself uncomfortable. And there's nothing more uncomfortable than getting into a cold shower, freezing, shivering at 4:15 in the morning. And that's what I want every one of you guys to do. Is really win that first battle with comfort by doing something uncomfortable like a cold shower. Okay? So this was my 5-step morning routine that I use to get below 15% body fat, to get to 10% body fat. So remember, it's not just fitness, man. It's not just nutrition. It's your mindset. It's killing that bitch voice in your head and really locking in every single day. All right? And last but not least, the most important thing, because without this, you would be nothing. All right? The 5 daily tasks. So, why are these important? So, these are non-negotiables. All right? That prove to yourself you are becoming the guy who finishes what he started. These tasks are identity shaping. So me making this video, I'll be honest, this was on my 5 daily task list. I had to make a YouTube video, giving value about my journey to 10% body fat. and that was on my list. So I have to make this video before I go to bed. But it's like 2 p.m. right now, so I'm way ahead. But the thing is, you want to have 5 things on your list every single day that moves your life forward, your life or your business, whatever stage you guys are in right now. So how do you start? You can create a sticky note or checklist on your phone or a whiteboard on your wall. You can write down 5 things. Okay, 5 things I'm going to do tomorrow. All right, we'll go through that. So check off each task as you do it. Is visual progress which feels rewarding to you. All right. So here's the 5 tasks can be. All right. So remember, you got a health and fitness goal. Remember, health and fitness goal. So example, a task can be work out today, hit 10K steps. Okay, that's my task. So I have to make sure today I'll work out and hit 10K steps. Very, very important. So why this matters? Movement sharpens the mind, boosts confidence, and keeps fat loss on track. The daily sweat is a sacred ritual. Remember, your goal is to get below 15% body fat. So that means you have to work out more times than not. You have to work out and hit 10K steps a day more times than you don't if you want to get to 15% body fat. Remember that. It's a lifestyle thing. So in the beginning, you have to teach yourself, okay, I gotta work out today. I gotta work out. I gotta do this. But in the beginning, but after a while, it's gonna be second nature. Then you're gonna love the gym, and then the rest is history. So this is what you want to focus on in the first, let's say, 90 days. Okay. Number 2 can be 1 or 2 work and business goals. Okay, so whatever stage you guys are in, maybe you guys are working in corporate right now, or you guys are busy professionals or entrepreneurs. Anybody can do this who has goals. All right. So example 1 can be complete a high impact task before 10 a.m. No distractions. So for me, every morning before I eat breakfast, I finish all my Instagram content. I have it scheduled for the whole day. So I post 2 a day. I have those workouts videos or whatever videos I post. I have it edited and scheduled every single day before 9 a.m. So that's a non-negotiable. So I have to post that before I eat breakfast every single day. I don't eat before I post that. I can't eat. So I have to post that. That's a example you guys can do. All right. Example 2 is, like I said, post 1 piece of valuable driven content. So that's another thing. So one business goal can be, get in a sales meeting. That's a goal you guys might have, and talk about this in the sales meeting. Boom. The next goal can be post XYZ content, post XYZ YouTube video. Reach out to this, influencer. It doesn't matter. Whatever goals you guys have, you guys want to be able to write that down and check it off your list every single day. Okay. So why this matters is daily business wins compound. So they compound day by day, week by week, month by month. So this isn't hustle, it's intentional legacy building. Right? Clear direction equals clear income. So if you guys are posting every day, doing the content people want to see, helping people out every single day, you're not just hustling, you're intentionally building a legacy. You're intentionally building something great. And that's what you want to kind of do. You want to have a clear goal to a clear income. All right, very, 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 very important. Okay. And number 3 is you want to have a personal development goal, 1 or 2. Okay. So example 1 can be read or listen to, educational podcast or a mentor for 15 minutes or 30 minutes, an hour, doesn't matter, of something that challenges you. So, listen to a book that really digs deep, take notes and things like that. So that's a personal development goal. Example 2 can be practice 5 or 10 minutes of meditation, breath work, prayer, socialization skills, practicing, approaching. I don't know, whatever you guys want to do or take, 3 sales calls today. So that could be a goal. We really can't control that, or even if you don't cold calls, take XYZ cold calls. But yeah, something like that can help your personal development and can help your business. So something that can help you in personal development is about speaking, reading, writing. You want to have at least 1 or 2 goals dedicated to that. Why? Because you grow or you decay. So you're either growing or you're dying. So there's no neutral. There's no staying the same. There's no, yeah, man, I'm going to get it done sooner. This, I'm going to make sure my life is in order. I'll make sure I have the money. No, you're dying. Anytime I hear somebody say that, yeah, man, I don't have the money right now. Once I get the money, I'm going to, you're dying. You know, it shouldn't take money to take action. You know, of course, there's some things you probably can't do, but do the things you can do with what you have. You know, and mental reps matter as much as physical ones. So this is how you evolve under pressure. You know, so personal development goals will help you be a better man. It will help you, you know, thrive under pressure and evolve day by day. You know, little by little every single day. All right. So that perfect, man. So that is the second pillar. So we talked about daily non-negotiable routines. That's the whole left side taken care of. Now let's go to the right side. So this is where it gets pretty systemized here. All right. So next is the timeline map. All right. So in this one, we're gonna break your 75 days into 3 phases. So let's get structured. I love structure. So let's look at what's to come. Like what is in the plan for you guys. All right. So we got phase 1. Phase 1 is day 1 to 25, and that's shocking the system. All right, we're gonna talk about that. Next is phase 2. Phase 2 is days 26 to 50. That's fat loss optimization. All right. And next is phase 3. Phase 3 is days 51 to days 75. And that's dialing in for 10% body fat or 15% body fat, whatever you guys' goals are. You know, whatever you guys are, 10% or 15. So pretty much dialing in to that. Okay. Let's start at phase 1. So phase 1 is 1 to 25. All right. So here you want to be able to shock the system. So the main focus here is to build discipline and momentum. So you start from 0. So we just want to make a little bit of change, a little bit of momentum, build some discipline, and just have a good start. That's all we're looking for, is a good start. Okay. So our fat loss goal here is initial water weight and fat drop. Let's say we lose around, it's a month, let's say we lose around 4 to 6 pounds. If you guys can lose 4 to 6 pounds in these next 25 days, you guys are doing great. Okay? So mindset here. No motivation, no problem. Build a routine. So remember, I just gave you guys a whole routine over here. So you guys have that routine. So you guys don't need motivation because you guys have the routine right here. 5 goals, 5-step morning routine, and 5 daily tasks. Right, I broke that down for you guys. So you guys have that routine. Alright? So you guys have a routine already built for you guys. So you guys don't need motivation. You guys have the discipline. You guys can do it. Okay? So key actions in this stage is set calories and macros. So start tracking everything. Alright, you can either track all your food or meal prep things in advance to keep you guys on track. Alright, very, very important. Next, you're going to lock in a training split. So I went over the training split for you guys as well. So let's check that out. So training split was going to, I think it's up here. Yep, training split here. Split, you're going to use a push-pull legs 6 times a week or push-pull legs full body 4 times a week. I'll explain how you guys can do that. You know, push-pull legs, then push-pull legs. That's the whole week. Next could be push-pull legs full body or push-pull rest legs full body. You know, so you guys can, you know, manipulate that and kind of do that the way you want to do it. But this is the split you guys should be using. One or 2. Doesn't matter. Alright. So no random workouts, okay? So 10 to 15K steps daily, no excuses. Remember, you guys are doing cardio as well, so you guys can get that in easily. And you're going on walks per day, being active, very, very nice. Alright? Nice and easy. Okay. Next is this is gonna be a hard one, but it's not gonna be that hard because you guys have the formula, you know. So you guys are gonna cut processed sugars out, cut processed sugars and liquid calories. So no more sodas, no more cheesecake, no more Pop Tarts. You're cutting all that out. We're going over the whole foods. We're cutting a lot of foods out. All right. So remember, there's a strategy I gave you guys with the meals. 3 meals a day, one high protein snack. And my meals, I didn't have snacking on there, or I didn't have, you know, a bunch of carbs. I literally didn't have really any carbs in there, except for some fruit. You know, that's really all I really had as far as carbs. So that's what you guys should be eating every single day. Okay? If you guys missed that, let's go over here to my diet. Diet here, meal structure, 3 main meals plus 1 protein snack. So this should be like your meal structure. High protein, fats plus fruits and veggies for the breakfast. And for lunch and dinner, you can have high protein and veggies. Simple, with 1 high protein snack. Alright, what can be a protein shake or, you know, whatever you guys choose to have. Alright, so very, very important for that. And last but not least, start morning routine. Alright, so walk, journal, cold exposure. I gave you guys the 5-step morning routine. I want you guys to, set that as your own. So use the 5-5-5 method and put it into your own words of what you guys can do in the morning. Okay? So the main obstacles you guys will have in this stage is just sugar and carb craving. You guys are gonna crave cakes, chips. You guys are gonna crave a lot of sugar, man. Trust me, I did it. You guys are gonna crave a lot of sugar. And I'll be honest, sometimes it's gonna get you. I'll be honest. It's been times I did this and I said, "Fuck it, I need some Chick-fil-A breakfast," and I had Chick-fil-A breakfast. So you might have a setback. I had a setback as well. I'm not perfect. I have a setback all the time. So, but you want to limit those setbacks. You want to have a planned setback. We didn't talk about that at all, but you want to have a planned setback to where you're having a cheat meal every 7 to 10 days. So every 7 to 10 days, I would treat myself with a Five Guys burger or Chick-fil-A breakfast, something like that. Something I enjoy. I can get my cravings met. So I definitely recommend that, but no more than 7 to 10 days at a time. Okay. Next, that might stop you or be a big obstacle is mental fatigue adjusting to the routine. So just waking up early. I mean, going to bed late. I mean, going to bed early and waking up early can be mentally exhausting. Then it might like it did me. Like I couldn't. It's been times, man. I was going to bed at 12, 1, 2 a.m. I was like, man, I can't go to bed at 8. I can't go to bed at 8:30 or 9. But you just gotta suck it up and find a way to do it. Like maybe you gotta lay down. I have a sleep mask over there. I bought a sleep mask. Like I bought a lot of stuff that will help me kind of do this thing to be more consistent. And whatever it takes, man, I just made sure I just did it. So the mental fatigue will be there. You're gonna want to quit. You're gonna wake up on Sunday and be like, man, it's Sunday. I don't want to wake up at no 5:15. Like you're gonna have those thoughts where it's like, man, it's Saturday. Oh man, you can be like, man, it's Saturday night. Why am I not out right now? Why am I not approaching women? Why am I not? Or maybe you might be like, why am I not working right now? It might be 9 o'clock. You work on the project. You might gotta say, all right, I gotta get some rest. Always choose sleep over. Always choose sleep in your routine over. Being undisciplined to it, because you're gonna possibly burn yourself out. Because you're gonna try to be doing two things at once and really take pull. Always choose your routine and sleep over the mental fatigue you guys are gonna feel. Okay. And next you're gonna scale obsession. It's fluctuating, but don't panic. Sometimes you guys are gonna be obsessed with it. Like me, I hyperfixate so much. I would literally get in bed before 8 o'clock. I was so panicked of missing my routine. I would be in bed like 7:45. So okay, I'm in bed at 7:45. Like if you don't go in bed, if you don't get in bed at your perfectly time, it's okay. Like of course the goal is to be in bed by 8:30, 9 o'clock, 9:30, whatever your goal is. If you don't hit that every single night, it's okay. Don't stop, don't quit, don't miss one day and be like, oh, I woke up at 8 o'clock, so it's done. No, it's fine. Like it's okay. You woke up at 8 o'clock this day, it's fine. Tomorrow, it's another day. Go to bed early, wake up at 5. Or some guys do this, they wake up at 8, then they just fuck up the whole day. The whole day is fucked. Okay, if you wake up at 8, all right, wake up at 8, slow walk, look at your goals, what do you have to do for the day, and get those things done. The main name of the game is getting your daily routine tasks done. Your 5 goals and 5 daily tasks. Get those things done. So just because you woke up late, don't throw your whole morning goal or your whole daily goals away. You still need to accomplish your task. So don't panic. All right, stay in the pocket. You will fall short here or there, but stay in the pocket. Sooner or later, it's going to become easy and second nature. Okay. So next is the breakthrough. So after you complete all this, you're going to have a breakthrough, and once you get mentally prepared, discipline feels better than dopamine. You're going to get that. You're going to get to the point where you woke up, 2 weeks in a row. You're waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning, 2 weeks in a row, every single day. And you're going to be like, you can wake up on a Tuesday, I'm like, man, I feel great. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm doing my push-ups, my showers, my adrenaline. I'm on. And that discipline it's gonna be dopamine in itself. Like, you're gonna feel good by just doing the task. Like, you're gonna be like, man, I did my push-ups, I hit the gym, I made some money, I took these sales calls, I feel amazing. Like, you're just gonna feel great. That's discipline. You know, that's you getting tasks done. So the more you get tasks done, the better it feels. It's gonna feel better than dopamine. Especially cheap dopamine. Cheap dopamine comes fast, goes slow. You want slow and processed discipline. All right, discipline that can come. It comes slow, but it comes and it stays, and it's gonna stay in your system for a long, long, long time. So you want to build that discipline to stay in the pocket for a long time and ride that out. Right? Very, very important. You guys are going to have that breakthrough. Okay? So next is phase 2. So once you guys get to the first 25 days, you guys are going to reach phase 2. So phase 2 is 26 to 50 days. So this is how you optimize it and push it. Okay? So this is the focus here is you want to build momentum into a lifestyle. So you want to turn these 25 days, what you've been doing, you want to turn that into a whole lifestyle to a point where you're not just doing this, you're not just waking up early, you're not doing cold showers. You're the guy who does these things. You're the healthy guy who makes money and jack, and he has a morning routine. The morning routine doesn't have him. He has a morning routine. That's what you guys want to be. Right? You guys want to build momentum and make it into a lifestyle. Okay? So the fat loss goal here, you want to break through the stubborn belly zone, this stubborn fat zone. So once you guys see that those love handles, once you guys seeing the fat around your midsection start to drop, that means you're in a good place, right? Because the midsection is the hardest place to see the fat drop. Once you guys start seeing that, now we're in a good place, all right? So the mindset here is you're not new anymore, so you can't give yourself no more grace. Now it's performance time. Now it's like, how well can we do it? Now is how good can we be? How consistent can we be? Can we go into a day and work harder than yesterday? Can we go into the day and start our work day earlier than we did last time? Can we get enough sleep, more sleep than we did yesterday, and work harder? So you're really just testing yourself to see how far you can go. And this is where it gets fun. Okay? So the key actions here is slight caloric timing adjustments. All right, so you might want to adjust calories, maybe some here or there, or some timing adjustments for your routine or your meal timing, or a bunch of things you can kind of tune in some things. Here you can add optional HIIT sessions if your recovery is good. So if you've been losing weight at a solid place, if you feel good, if you're not overworked, if you feel perfect or near perfect, you can add in a HIIT session once a week. Nothing crazy, something a little bit extra, a little bit sauce on it, so you can do that. You can increase training intensity, progressive overload focus. So during this time, you probably hit around week 4. So you can probably add some. So after your deload, you can progressive overload a little bit more. So add some weight, add some new workouts, add a superset, add some tempo, here. Next, you can track sleep recovery metrics more closely, so you have more time so we can see how well you've been sleeping, what you need to ingest, what can you improve on, very, very important. And here is a mental reset each Sunday with weekly reviews. So now we're going to turn Sundays into our preparation days. So Sundays are a mental reset. So we look at the week and say, okay, we had a good day here, bad day here, bad day here, okay day, good day. And we can see, okay, how did we have those good days? What made us have those good days? Boom, okay. What made us have those okay days? What made us have those bad days? Oh, sleep, okay, boom. Oh, low calories, okay, boom. Oh, we had alcohol, okay, boom. So you can kind of predict exactly how you're going to act based on your data if you're tracking every single day. So that's important. You have to track every single day because you can track, you can take away the things that are not good and add on the things that are good. So very, very important. Okay. So this is where the obstacles get a little bit heightened. So here, obstacles are going to be social pressures, dinners, party, and travel. So now we reached the month, and obviously, man, we got to go outside. We're high performing men, so people are going to want to see us. Whether it's the ladies want to see us, our friends, our family, our business partners want to go out. People are going to want to see us and want to go out and have a good time. we still have to show face. We can't be an inside hermit all day. We have to go outside the house. We can't just be structured to a routine every single day. Yes, it'll be nice, but we want to have a social life too. So one obstacles I have was like, okay, how do I turn down alcohol at events? You know, well, for one, you order for yourself. So I would say if somebody, or you can say you just don't not drinking. That's an easy thing to do. But if you're in the beginning stages, you can just say, oh yeah, I'll take care of it. I'll order for myself. You can get like a diet soda, club soda, simple. But if you're more advanced, you can just say, yeah, I'm not drinking for the night. I'm doing X, Y, and Z. I have these X, Y, Z goals. So whatever personality you have, you can kind of adjust it to that. Right now, I'm more of a guy that says, yeah, I'm not drinking. I don't drink anymore. I'm cold turkey right now. I have these certain goals I gotta focus on. So I hit him with that. But in the beginning, I was just like, yeah, I'll have a drink. Give me a Diet Coke. Like that. That's what I would do. I'm kind of sneak around it. But yeah, man, you guys can do that. Just keep an eye on sleep. But the biggest thing is alcohol and your nutrition. So you really want to not be able to, go crazy with the food. Yes, you want to have a good time. Yes, you want to enjoy yourself, but within reason. Like you shouldn't be going crazy with junk, carbs, sugar all over again. Like, okay, yes, you can have. It's hard to say you can have one cookie in this stage. I wouldn't say that, but I would say you can stay on your diet. I wouldn't have a cheat day unless it's like your time to have a cheat meal. If you haven't reached that 7 to 10 days of consistency, then you shouldn't have a cheat meal. You probably shouldn't even be going out. But if you deserve that, or if you have to go out, then you can go out, and stay on your plan, or go out. If it's cheat meal day, okay, have a little whatever you guys have, ice cream, cake, or a slice of cake or a cookie, whatever you guys have for dessert. You guys can have that. Just keep in mind that you want to have to burn that off. Next is training plateaus and boredom. So around this stage, you guys are going to get bored. It's going to be, you know, 6 weeks in. You're going to come like, F, man, I'm bored. I want to switch up my routine. I want to do this. I want to do that. You're going to feel like crap because you've been doing the same thing for the last 4 to 6 weeks. And you feel like it's getting old. You feel like nothing's working. Like, you won't even feel like the same person day to day. Like, some days you're going to feel, oh my God, I'm so amazing. Other days you're going to be like, man, when is this shit going to be over? Like you're gonna be like, man, when is this gonna be over? You know, you're gonna have plateaus in the gym. You're not gonna get as strong as you was. You might be, not as strong. And that's part of the obstacles. Like you're gonna have to adjust your expectations a bit. You're not gonna be able to lift 315 pounds if you barely did that before. Low energy days, man. You're gonna have lower energy days. Some days you're not gonna feel like talking to people. You're gonna feel like being just laying down some days. Some days you're gonna feel tired. You're gonna feel overworked. You're gonna feel, pretty much tired. You're gonna feel, I don't have motivation today. I don't have energy. But you still gotta get it done. Low energy days, that's not an excuse. You still gotta get up and get it done. So that's an obstacle you guys are gonna face, but you still gotta get over that and face it and go straight ahead to it. Okay? And next is a breakthrough. So this isn't a diet. This is who I am now. Alright, so when you guys break through this stage, you guys just aren't doing a routine. You guys just aren't doing a diet. This is what I do now. This is me. This is part of my life. I'm what, 45 days in, 50 days in? This is what I do now. You guys can't tell me nothing. I can't stay out late. I gotta get up early. I can't do this. I gotta work. I gotta lock in. Hey, let me know your schedule for next week from now, because I'm not gonna be available this week. I'm busy this week, so it's not gonna be. This is not gonna be, what you do. It's who you are now. So now you gotta raise your expectations, raise your standards to the person you are now as this new person. So that's a new breakthrough you're gonna have. It's very, very nice to have. Okay. All right, man. Last but not least, phase 3. Days 51 to 75 this is when you dial it in and dominate. Okay, so this one's when you get close. You can see the results right in front of you. Just don't fuck it up. Stay with it. Don't quit. Don't give up. Don't stop. Just keep going. Okay, so the focus here is precision. All right, peak results. You're so close. Lock in. Get more hard on yourself. So the fat loss goal here is to reach the final 10 to 12% zone. or 10 to 15%, whatever you guys' goals are. I know 10% is pretty hard, but 10 to 15% is a good zone to have. All right. So the mindset is that you came too far to give up. You came too far. It's like saving up your first 10K, saving up your first 50K. You know, let's say you get to like 40, 48K. Like, you're not going to just spend it. No, you're going to be like, man, I got 2 more K to save up. And I reached my milestone of 50K in my bank account. I feel great. Like, it's like that. It's like you came too far just to say, oh, I'm going to just go back to my old self. Oh, I'm just gonna spend the money. Oh, I'm just gonna eat bullshit food. Oh, I'm gonna wake up late. No, like, you right at the finish line. You right there. You have like 2 weeks left. You right there. Like, finish strong. Go hard. Finish strong. That's the mindset you guys are gonna have. That's the mindset I had too. Okay. So the key actions here is your meal plan gets tighter. So I'll be honest. In this stage, you want to repeat meals. So you don't want to have decision fatigue. So you want to be able to repeat your meals. Because if you don't, you're gonna fold. I'll be honest. If you don't have nothing to eat at home and you have the urge and you get hungry, you're gonna order out. You're gonna get some bullshit. So have your meals ready. Have your meals prepared so you don't have to think about it. Because you're not gonna be able to think about it. All right. You need it. Very, very important. So this is optional, but I think it's important too. This is refeed days. This is what I was talking about before. So remember, I said every 7 to 10 days. So it's every 10 to 14 days you want to have a refeed day to reset your hormone levels. So remember when I said I had Chick-fil-A every week or every 7 to 10 days? This is what I meant. I had Chick-fil-A or Five Guys to refeed my body. So, to kind of get, some life in me, because I'm not a robot. I can't just eat chicken and rice all day. So I have to, I have to have something good to eat. So I would have like Chick-fil-A breakfast or Five Guys to reset my hormones. Have like a fatty, high carb meal so I can kind of just, feel human, And that's what it takes too as well. Just don't abuse it. So every 10 to 14 days, yeah, okay, I'll give that. I'll give that. So here, man, as well, morning fasted walks to tighten the deal. If you guys want to get even leaner, if you guys are feeling even more like, oh man, I gotta get this in, have a morning fasted walk, 10-15 minute walk, go outside and take a walk, to tighten the details. If you want to get leaner, if you're mental, if stay in the house, you feel like you're going crazy, you gotta get out the house, go for a walk, go out and get some sunlight, go swimming, go to the pool, things like that, because I know that helps a lot as well. Okay. As well as here, weekly photos, waist. Well, we can forget waist. Waist tracking. Weekly photos and weight tracking here. So weight tracking and weekly photos. Obviously, you guys should be able to see the results from week 1 to the week 6, 7, 8. You guys should be able to see the results, so you guys can take a look at it and knowing that, okay, I'm nearly there. So just take a look at those weight. Keep taking weekly photos. Keep tracking your weight, and you're almost there. Next is daily affirmations or visualization of 10% body fat version of yourself. So think about what you're going to do once you get 10% body fat. Think about the pictures you're going to take. Think about the photo shoots you're going to be in. Think about the times you can go to the beach and take your shirt off. Like, think about that. Think about how many people you can piss off by taking your shirt off in front of their girlfriend. Feels good. I'm just joking, but honestly, as a man, as a dominant man, we have those thoughts of just being like, F it, man. I take my shirt off, it don't matter. Like, who cares? I'm that man. I got a 10% body fat. I work hard for this. That's the mindset you guys want to have. So visualize yourself getting what you want at 10% body fat. How will life change for you? What changes? All right. So the obstacles here is this is the final stretch cravings. So this is where your cravings are going to get heightened. You might cheat a little bit more. You might grab that cracker here or there. You might grab that chip. You might be nibbling on a freaking chip, or like you might be binging Gatorade Zeros. Like, trust me, you're gonna be doing some weird stuff on this stage. You're gonna be, eating a freaking salted pretzel. That's like a little one that's half. Like, it's gonna get weird. But you're gonna be craving hard, chewing gum. My thing was chewing gum a lot, and it helped me get over it a lot. Definitely chew some gum. Calorie-free drinks, Gatorade Zero, best thing ever. Sparkling water, good thing as well. So that will help you beat the cravings as well. All right, body dysmorphia. You may still feel fat at 12%. Like, bro, when I was at 9%. I didn't feel like 9%. I still feel like I was at 15. I didn't feel 9% at all. So your mind's gonna trick you to be like, am I really that lean? Am I really that am I really that lean? Do I really have abs? Meanwhile, bro, we look in the picture, you freaking shredded. Like, meanwhile, I look at the picture and you're freaking shredded. I'm like, bro, what'd you do? Oh my God. And you're like, man, I don't know. I don't feel that good. Like, no, bro, you were ripped. So remember, you went through a crazy transformation. It's gonna take your mind to catch up to your body. So remember that. It's gonna take your mind to catch up with who you are now. All right, so remember that. And most importantly, don't compare yourself to Instagram fitness influencers or people on Instagram who have physiques because many people don't have that physique. Instagram is for showboating. Yes, if you're like me, you're gonna showboat too. I'm gonna take my shirt off and take a picture with my abs off. And don't compare yourself to me. Do not. This you have a like if you got through this far, be proud of your physique. No matter how low body fat you got, be proud of your physique. So I want you to take your shirt off and take a picture and show it as well in your Instagram stories. Show it to your family, your friends, your people who follow you on Instagram, Facebook. You want to show your physique as well. Show the work you put in, but don't compare yourself to other people. That was the trap I found myself in as well. Comparing myself over and over and over to people. No, don't do that. It's fine. Be proud of what you got, you know? So the breakthrough here is the goal isn't fat loss. The goal is freedom. So in this stage, you realize that, bro, you want to get in shape, not to lose fat. You just want to be free. Think about it. All this has nothing to do with fat loss. That was just the cope. Oh, I just want to lose fat. I want to lose weight. No, man. You just wanted to be free. You wanted to build a lifestyle, as far as a mental lifestyle, a spiritual and an emotional lifestyle, to be able to be free from your freaking, mind and body. You know, getting in shape was just the benefit of it. But bro, if you did this, you can do anything. If you got below 15% body fat, bro, you can quit your job today and be fine. Cause you can always go into something else and succeed and make money yourself. I always attribute it to that. Cause like, man, let's be honest, man. Cause even people you work with can't do that. I mean, let's be honest. If you can do that, you can do a lot of other things. So the goal isn't fat loss. The goal is proving to yourself that you can do it, and proving to yourself that if you can do this, you can do anything you want to do. You can build that business. You can start that online. You can start that online coaching service. You can do a lot. You can build that product. There's a lot of things you can do that you didn't know you can do before these 75 days. So once these 75 days are up, boom, you got your freedom. Now what's next? That's important. All right. So that was the timeline roadmap. Last but not least, let's jump into the obstacles and fixes. Okay. So I'm gonna kind of show you guys what went wrong for me and how I solved it. We're going to talk about the mental limitations, physical limitations, and emotional limitations. Okay, so you guys might have this now. You guys are going to have this during this journey. So I just want to prepare you guys for what's going to happen. Okay, so let's go to mental limitations, why it matters. So the war starts in the mind. So these aren't just mindset tips. These are rewiring moments, okay? So the obstacle is you feel like it wasn't worth it. All right, let's be honest. You go through 75 days and you feel like, yeah, I lost some weight. I got lean. Doesn't matter, you know? But the biggest fix is you got to write down why you started. So before you start, write down why you're going to start. Read it every morning and visualize the 10% version of yourself. So visualize you at 10% body fat or 15% body fat. Write down why you're going to start this journey. Write down why. Every morning you can look at it and remember why you're doing it. All right, you want to have a why to why you're getting it done. Okay. Obstacle 2, the motivation crashed after week 2. So like I say, week 1's fine. Week 2, you crash. How do you fix this? You replace motivation with the daily non-negotiables, the 5-5-5 routine. Okay? So stop having motivation and have the 5-5-5 routine, the daily non-negotiables. Right? 5 morning goals, 5-step routine, and 5 daily tasks. If you have this, you don't need motivation because everything will be accounted for, written down, and adjusted for. So you don't need motivation. Stop relying on motivation. You don't need it. Okay, it's done. You have the 555 routine. That's all you need. Okay. Next, obstacles. Comparing myself online to others. That's easy. I'm in the fitness space, so I see a lot of people who has way better physiques than me, who are way more jacked, way more lean. I see it. How do I fix this? I didn't really mute accounts, but you can mute accounts. I'll just stay off social media. I just stay off social media, just focus on my posts, and that's it. So I focused on myself with yesterday. I focused on competing with myself from yesterday. So I focused on my past self. You are your only competition, you know. So only compare to yourself because you don't know what other people are doing. You don't know if people are taking steroids, freaking doing 3 hours of cardio. Like, you don't know what the sacrifice is. You don't know what they're going through. So focus on what you can control and just do the best you can do. Okay. Next obstacle is the decision fatigue. Okay. So let's say, like I say, it's nothing in the house to eat. I don't know what to eat. I'm gonna just eat some Burger King, eat some Five Guys, eat some McDonald's. Decision fatigue, like you aren't prepared. So how do you fix this? Eat the same meals 2 to 3 times a day. Wore the same gym clothes, same style as far as the sweatpants, shorts, same clothes, and my routine equals freedom. All right. So I'll eat the same type of meals. I will wear the kind of the same fits in the gym, and I will have my routine, which means I know exactly what I gotta do. So I don't have to think. Everything is already planned out for me day hour by hour by hour. So I know exactly what I'm doing every single day. Right? That really changed the game for me, and it cut out all my decision making fatigue, 100%. Okay. Next is obstacles. Morning slumps and snoozing. Yes, you're gonna snooze the alarm one day and wake up like at 5 minutes late. It might happen. Hopefully it doesn't, but in the first month it will happen. How do you fix this? Phone across the room. Focus on the 555 morning routine. Have it locked in. Cold exposure plus push-ups equals no excuses. So I bought my own alarm from Amazon, so I don't even use my phone for my alarm no more. I have an alarm clock. So invest into an alarm clock, 15 bucks. That thing's annoying and it rings every single day. It sucks. It wakes me up every time. So have that, and bro, you gotta get up in the morning and do push-ups and do cold exposure. So you can't run from it. So it's no excuses. Like, you can't have a morning slump because you're locked in every single day. Even if you have a slow morning, it's fine. We're gonna have slow mornings, but as long as you get the cold showers and the push-ups in, your slow morning is gonna be people's best mornings. Like, think about it. Once you get that cold exposure and push-ups, you'll think you'll be moving slow, but no, you're gonna be moving. Like, even though you might be like, oh, this is a slow morning. No, bro, it's 4:27. You already finished your morning routine. Like, you're ahead. Just keep going forward. You're doing fine. Like, it's no excuses. So that's gonna be able to pretty much fix what's going on as far as like morning slumps and snoozing your alarm. All right. Next, let's talk about physical limitations. So why it matters is because your body pushes back, but pain is feedback, not failure. So remember, pain doesn't mean you stop. Pain just means maybe you want to adjust some things. All right, so let's talk about this: low energy in weeks 3 to 4. So it's weeks 3 to 4. You might have low energy. How can you fix this? What I did, I added electrolytes. I improved my sleep hygiene, and I pushed carbs in my workouts. So at first, I was waking up and drinking plain water. Don't do that. Add salt, add electrolytes, add hydration packages, add electrolytes to your morning drink. Very important. Okay? Next, I improved my sleep hygiene. So what I did, I sprayed my bed with like this sleeping spray. It's like, it smells good and it helps you relax and go to sleep faster. So I have that. It's amazing. I make my room smell good. I take a nice hot shower before bed. Amazing. And next, I push carbs around my workout. So like an hour before my workout, I'll have some carbs. A banana, some rice. I'll have carbs around my workouts just in case I have low energy. So when I go into the gym, I can burn up my carbs, let it go, let it out, and boom. I feel great after that. I have energy to work out and get it going. So I very, very much agree with that. All right. So next is plateau at week 6. So let's say week 6 comes and you hit a plateau. Here's how you fix that. You add one refeed day every 10 days and I increase steps by 2K. So let's say week six comes by and you stop losing weight, you stop losing fat, everything stops. You add a refeed day. So get a big steak, get some Five Guys, get a Chick-fil-A breakfast. I'm call yes, get that. I'm saying get that every 10 days. Get that. Yes, you need that. And increase your steps by 2K. So do that and increase your daily steps by 2K. So instead of 10K, do 12K steps a day. All right, that's going to help you pretty much beat that plateau by getting yourself in more of a refeed and increasing activity so you can burn more. Okay, very important. So let's say you got joint soreness from training 6 times a week. So it happened to one of my clients. He was training 6 times a week and he couldn't keep up. His joints were swollen, hurting, pain. What do? We switched to full body 4 times a week, and we added mobility. So we deloaded his workout to 6 to 4, and we added stretching, so daily stretching. And after he did that, man, he was fixed on the road and feeling great. So that little switch from 6 days a week to 4 changed a lot. The extra 2 rest days and mobility changed the game for him. Okay. Next obstacle is sudden crashes during workouts. Let's say you get in a workout and you're halfway through, you say, "Fuck it, I'm done." It happens to my clients a lot. Who rely on motivation. They get through a workout and now it's time to do cardio, and they're like, "Oh man, fuck, I'm done. I'm going out." Like, bro, you skipped your whole cardio session because of what? Because your mind tricked you. That's why you skip cardio. Your mind fooled you. All right. So here's how you fix that. Have a pre-workout snack, fast carbs, protein. Rest more between heavy sets. One cheat code I'll give you guys before I'm doing the workout: honey. Honey, honey, honey. Get a honey and rice cakes. I ain't gonna lie. It's a big carb load, but if you guys are crashing doing workouts, you need honey and rice cakes. That should be your doing the workout boost if you guys have that. So pre-workout, you can have a protein shake and rice cakes, but during the workout, if you're still crashing, do honey and rice cakes. All right. And you want to rest between heavy sets. All right, make sure you take a rest, take higher rest between heavy sets to catch your breath and take your time before workouts. Okay? And last but not least, poor sleep quality. Simple. No screen before 1 hour before bed. I took magnesium and I set a hard sleep alarm. So my bedtime was 9 o'clock. I said, okay, 8 o'clock. I'm not working after 8. I'm not getting my phone. And I started taking magnesium, and I had to buy an alarm clock. So I did all these 3 things to help me sleep deeper, sleep better, and help me wake up for the next day primed up and ready to go. All right. So last and final block, man. This is the most important block as well. Emotional limitations. Emotional limitations. So why it matters. This is the most underrated category. Fat loss is emotional. Let's be honest. Fat loss, weight loss, anything like that is emotional. Your habits are tied to pain, doubt, and discomfort. Remember that. Your habits are tied to pain, doubt, and discomfort. Okay? So let's talk about this. Obstacles. Craving triggered by stress. Stress eating. You have a stressful day at your job. Your wife is getting on your nerves. Your girlfriend is yelling at you. Oh my God, stress, stress, stress. Come on now. I felt the same way. I freaking cracked my lens yesterday for my camera. I used to be on this camera and I cracked my lens. I could have stressed. I was stressed. I could have stress ate. I could have did this. I could have did that. No. I just bought a new one. I moved on and said, okay, it's fine. I bought a new one. So that's what you gotta do. If you guys come up with a stressful situation, just take a deep breath. You'll be mad, but get back on track. So how do you fix this? You sub junk food with volume foods. So take away the Pop Tarts, cakes, honey buns, Add Greek yogurt, berries, air popcorn. Very, very good. Okay. But also started stress journaling instead of binging. Right? So instead of binge eating, I would write down how I'm feeling in my journal, in my notes. I would write down, I feel like eating today. I feel like getting some Chick-fil-A. I feel like getting some Popeyes, but I can't do it. I feel stressed. It's okay though. I'm gonna get it done. So talk yourself through it. Write your way through it and find solutions of how you can, work through it as well. Okay? Next is feeling like progress wasn't enough. All right, you feel like, man, I don't feel like this worked, or I don't feel like this is worth it. I mean, or you don't feel like it's not working. I mean, take photos. Take photos of like week 1 to week 8. Trust me, you're gonna see some differences. You're gonna see some changes. Take photos. You're gonna see some changes of how you look. Very, very true. All right, as well as writing down your wins every morning. Journal down. Hey, I did great yesterday. I feel great. I feel amazing. Write down a page in your journal. How you feel? How do you feel? How do you think? Do you think this can work? Like write down what you're thinking in your journal. Write down your wins, and let alone your wins. Write down how you feel. Very, very important. I say it like 3 times. Write down how you feel. You got to get it on paper. You got to see it. You got to process it. So you can get over it. But writing down your wins is very, very important. All right. So next obstacle is isolation during the grind. All right. You're going to be lonely for the first month. You're going to be like, man, I'm on a journey. I feel a little bit lonely. I need to get out of the house. I need to get around some friends. Well, I joined the accountability group and shared the journey with people. So I got on like a school group for fitness people. Even though I'm a fitness coach, but I got on it. I'm like, hey man, I'm doing this, 75-day challenge, and yeah, man, this is what's going on. What are you guys up to? Like simple like that. And during the time I had a girlfriend too, so it was a little bit more easier for me to kind of get out. But yeah, if you got a girlfriend, you can do that too. If your girlfriend's into fitness, she might like that. She might join you as well. So peers, family members, friends. So it's a lot of people who can benefit from you being locked in. So you don't have to do it alone. I recommend doing it alone because they can mess your routine up. But if you have discipline and you want to be more social with it, yeah, you can do it with friends, do it with family, and really share the journey with them and let them know what you're going through and how you're gonna complete everything. Okay. So here's one thing that I did that I hate doing. I'm a perfectionist, so I had a burnout from all or nothing mindset. So I would like to do all I want to do. I want to be perfect. Like I literally want to be perfect. So every time I missed a day, if I woke up like 10 minutes late, I'll be like, "Fuck, man, I gotta start the whole day over. All right, let me go to sleep and start up tomorrow. Like why am I starting tomorrow? It's 4:27. I didn't wake up late. I woke up. I'm still up early. I don't just because I didn't wake up at 4:15 don't mean I'm a loser. It's okay. So don't have that all nothing mindset. You're gonna burn out. And you're gonna fail. So reframe it with the 80-20 execution rule. All right, focus on consistency, not perfection. Like you won't have a perfect day in the gym every single day. You're not gonna be on your macros every single day. You're not gonna go to sleep on time every single day. But as long as you get all the things done on your goals list, focus on your goals, your habits. That's all you can control. Is focusing on your goals and habits and doing that every single day. So focus on being consistent, not perfection, not perfect. All right, very very true, very very important. Right, and last but not least, shame from past failures. I started econ business. I didn't make no money. I tried to work out 5 6 times. I didn't make it. It's a lot of things I did that I failed, and I don't care about anymore because it made me stronger. Okay. So shift identity from small wins. All right. Stop focusing on the big stuff. Focus on, hey, I made my bed today. I woke up at 4:15. I took a cold shower. I worked out. I checked my meals. Like it's gonna build your self-respect daily. So that's why I say get small, easy wins. Make your bed. Drink water. Journal. Push-ups. Small wins. Cause I had a goal. Yeah, I want to be a millionaire by 25. What's happened? What's happened is that? That's gonna make you depressed. Like don't have no set small identity shifts with small wins, so you can have easy, small wins, then that can lead you to the big wins, later down the line. So it's gonna build your self-respect daily, and you're gonna feel like the freaking man every single day. All right. So that was the full breakdown of how to get from 25% to 10% body fat in 75 days. All right. So hope you guys took notes. Hope you guys wrote that down. I'm going to have the chapter links in the description so you guys can kind of pick through, and whatever you guys need the most, I can kind of go through it for you guys. But yeah, so if you guys like this video, definitely leave a like on it. Definitely save this video because it's very, very helpful for you guys. And I want to see you guys results. So if you guys get results, come back here after these 75 days. Leave a comment. Let me know how it went. Let me know what we can improve on. Let me know if you got any questions. If you need help, let me know. Comment down below. And yeah, man. So hope you guys take this advantage and really lock in. And I hope to see you guys at 10% body fat in 75 days. Let's get it, man. Let's go.